One more time. 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 Once is not enough.
Hi guys, now last year around about summertime I released a cover version of Crockett's theme. I programmed it from scratch and I released that video. That video went viral and I got a lot of positive comments on that video. So I thought today I want to do a song analysis where I sort of break down the chords and the structure of the song. This video will be useful for you if you're a musician, a pianist, a keyboardist, and if you want to learn how to play the song. If you're not a musician, hopefully you will also find value in this song. I'm just going to break it down and then I'm going to do a piano improvisation, and then at the end of the video I'm going to play you some of the keyboard parts that I did on the original arrangement, and then I will also link to that video, that viral video which came out last year. So let's jump into it. Crockett's theme was composed and produced by Jan Hammer, and it was a musical theme within the Miami Vice TV series. Now, it's not the main theme, but it is my favorite tune within the Miami Vice TV series. In fact, Crockett's theme is one of my favorite tunes, and the idea, as I do on all my analysis videos, is I will break it down and play it just on the piano, so that you're not distracted by the synthesizer sounds and all the other glorious stuff, but you're just listening to the raw vanilla essence of the song. Okay, so that was played with a little bit of flair, a bit of feel. Let me strip it down into very basic parts, playing just one note, root notes in the bass, and then just one finger melodies in the right, just so you can see the parts. That's the first part. The second time round, it's pretty much the same, with a slight variation on the end bit where it goes into kind of like a bridge, as follows. Here's the variation. And then when it gets to this part, which is kind of like a bridge, it's just an F to a G minor. And then it goes to the A minor, and that's quite stern. That gives tension, and then back to the original part. In comes relief, which is then it's got this little melodic part here, which is and then back to So I've played it quite stiffly there, quite rigid. If I can just loosen it up, it's more. See, it's got this little frill or trill, whatever you want to call it. Dun, 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 dun. So in a basic way, it's so that's in a sort of basic vanilla form, but then add a little bit more expression to it. It's the dun, 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 dun. Simple, straightforward structure. So let me just do a free-flowing piano improvisation here, and you can hopefully hear the song in a different way. Right, let's get down to the really fun stuff now. So in that version that I released last year, where I programmed the entire song from scratch, I just want to sort of run through some of the sounds that I used on that performance. Now remember, that production was done from scratch. I wanted to get as close as I could to the original. Now, I don't like to copy things, but for the purpose of that exercise, I wanted to come as close as I can. In the song, there is just two sounds that I used that were kind of like in the box sounds, but I ran them through the preamp to give them that gritty sound. Does that make a difference? No, it probably doesn't, but to me, I'm just always trying to add texture and grit, and when something is pristine and clean, it doesn't necessarily have that grit. So when you listen to this production I'm going to play you at the end, listen to it, and hopefully you will see, hopefully I've achieved what I set out to do. But let's look at some of the keyboard parts that I do on that. Now, first of all, there is a pad part which I play, which is... and that is a sound from this, actually, my MP7 SE Kawai. Now, it's interesting that Kawai stopped making synthesizers. I believe the last synthesizer that Kawai produced was the K5000, which is a very fascinating synthesizer. Kawai have since focused their attention on pianos and just doing the pianos. And as far as I'm concerned, they do it better than anyone else. Not an endorsement, but I just love their piano sound and feel. But anyway, I'm using a pad sound from this machine, actually, which I've done quite a bit of tweaking. I've taken quite a bit of the resonance off and just taken a bit of the top off to give it kind of like a distant feel. I've also added some more reverb to it, so it gives it that... The lead line I play is a the sound I use. Forgive my ignorance. Is a Japanese instrument called a kyoto or something like that. So I used that part, the Japanese type sounding, Oriental sounding little instrument, and then I layered it live playing this part. And that is a sound called, well, it's from my Integra 7, Roland Integra 7, and that sound is called Voce, and it's quite I believe that original sound came from a different machine. Geeks, please help me out here. But this is the Roland version of that sound, and they call it Voce, and that is very, very close to the sound they use in the Crockett's theme record, which I was trying to emulate. So when I'm playing it live, the two parts I'll put together will be the pad in the left hand and the melody in the right hand, which are as follows. You will then see me in that video. I'll jump to that side because I had the JD800, which is now here. It was over there, and I played the guitar part. Now, I used a sound from the JD800, which I tweaked extensively just to give it more grit and oomph. And the part I played, this is not the exact sound, but it was something like... and then I used the pitch bender just to, just give it a bit of sort of movement. So there you have it. The idea was, as I say, to be as authentic as possible, because just another geeky thing, I'm not against plugins and things like that, but it's just a lot of productions I hear these days, they just have this really glassy, clean kind of sound, which is a taste thing. There's nothing wrong with that. So Anyway, check out this video and you will see it's not right or it's not wrong. This is just a great idea of what my taste is so far as this type of style is concerned. My approach and my take on it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to play you out with that song. Please leave your comments in the description below. Let me know what you think of Crockett's theme. Do you like it? Anything you want to say about this video. Please hit the subscribe button. Join the community. Be safe. Lots of love. I'll see you on the next video. Adios.